What is happening, guys? I hope everyone's been having a great week thus far. This is Jeffrey again here in the channel, and we're excited to be featuring this 2024 Chevy Blazer EV. This one, as it sits, is the RS grade. So there's a couple different variations. You can even get this one as high as an SS trim level, which is going to throw in about 557 horsepower. But given that this one's an RS, you're basically going to be looking at 288 horsepower and about 333 pound-feet of torque, which is a healthy, decent amount of power considering that, this is a dual motor at 150 kilowatts of charge power. It is rated for the battery size for 85 kilowatts also. And speaking of the engine as well, or the motor I should say, that's powering this beauty, you're looking at about 0 to 60 in the 6-second range. In my quick driving impression, where I took this vehicle out for a quick spin just to get a feel for it, I did manage to get about 6.5 with my draggy that I just got to be doing 0 to 60 real tests with these vehicles. But I wanted to also show you right here, the charging port does have like this little motorized compartment where it'll open up to show you like where the charging port is. Then you just push this to close it back in, and as you can see, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it'll get the job done. Kind of gives it like a nice premium feel, if you will. And want to go ahead and show you guys the key fob here. It does have the black bow tie emblem. Not much change in my opinion. Kind of feels like that same key from the CT4V Blackwing that I just reviewed on the channel. And this car has some gorgeous 21-inch rims. And who would have thought that with 21-inch rims, the driving feel of this car, guys, so plush. I took it out on a bumpy road, and my oh my, I was blown away. It is riding on some fat 275/45 R21 tires, so it's definitely a very meaty tire setup, to say the least. Now, if you guys follow me around over here, this car, it is going to be optioned with the 360-degree monitor view. So you're kind of going to have views on the angles of the car on all wherever you go or look at it. And just wanted to give you guys this nice side look of the vehicle to appreciate kind of like the lines of the design of this car. They definitely did a good job with it, in my personal opinion. And as you can see, wherever you get near the car, whether on the rear or the front, they're kind of going to do this nice matrix sequential design, if you will. The vehicle does come with kind of like a smart trunk feature where it'll beep a couple times so long as it senses the key fob over here, and then it'll pop the trunk out open for you. So while we're back here, might as well check out the space that you have. Now, no spare tire obviously is located underneath of here, which is kind of expected considering the type of vehicle that this is. Typically it takes up the batteries and motors take up too much space for the car to be able to have those things. But as you can see, you do get some charge ports there, so that you can charge your vehicle. I believe it comes with a level 2 charger. You will have to get a level 3 or a DC fast charger installed professionally at your house, so that way you can have that capability as well. Now, if you follow me over here, or I'm sorry, I think it's a level 2 that you have to have a professional electrician installed in your house. This is my first EV review, guys, so I am trying to do the best I can here to give you as much accurate information as possible. But regardless, wanted to at least show you this car since we do have it available at our inventory in the RK Auto Group of Vineland, New Jersey, where the vehicle is currently for sale as of this filming. And if you happen to have any questions, you can reach out to me or Gabriel, who happens to be my brother, who's also partnering and doing the reviews and videos with us here in the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and take you guys over to the interior of the car. Now, there are a couple ways that you can access the interior of the vehicle. One is by pushing the buttons on the key fob, or you can just push this little guy right here on the door. That's going to open it up. And I must say, I'm actually quite impressed with the interior of this car. Also, I really like the flat bottom design steering wheel that the RS gets. And I really like how thick it is all around on all angles. So definitely a really good, nice job there. The vehicle is going to come with power driver's seat, which I believe is a 10-way power adjustable with 2-person memory over here on the doors. Heated and ventilated seats with heated steering wheel right there on the steering wheel icon. And the car is also going to come with panoramic sunroof as well. And to start it up, one thing that I like about this car too is that as soon as you close it, the vehicle basically roars to life, and all you have to do is just put your foot on the brake and then it'll just fire up the engine there. So for starters, the vehicle has an 11-inch screen on the cluster here, which has a lot of information. This houses you know, pretty much everything that you need, like tire pressure. You can even change the outlook of the screen by pushing on this button here. It'll give you a more center, you know, focus screen. And as you can see, you can display your Google Maps on that screen also as well, because you do have Google built into this system. It actually you can display the maps and everything on this 17.7-inch screen, which is massive. GM says they claim that this car can it is the biggest screen in the segment. And just look at that, guys. It has a nice premium feel to it. You can change the drive modes right over here. It'll give you a sport mode, as you can see, snow and ice, normal mode. And by the way, you'll know which mode the vehicle is in by looking at this portion right here, right above the little green icon there on the car. See the little checker flag, then the snow mode. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit better. Right there. That's where you'll know which mode you're basically in. And there's also my mode, which is what this one is, which I would assume that it's kind of like a custom mode where you can just press this right here and you can customize everything to your liking, you know, to have the steering in normal or sport, the braking, acceleration, and so on. Even the motor sound, you can basically adjust those things, which is nice. Now, over here, when you hit the home screen, as you can see, you have some apps that are basically built in. You could even get more apps through Google by going to your Play Store. I assume that having your OnStar subscription and your Google, you know, basically pairing together kind of has one thing to do with the other, but I have to find out more on that. Like I mentioned, if you want to see the cameras right there without having to put the car in reverse, you have the way to do that. And then you have the overhead view, normal, also for the rear, sides, and so on. That way, you know, you're not curving your tires. Even if you wanted to include or to do some towing, you have this to guide yourself by also. Now, and speaking of the shifter, it's kind of like a Mercedes Benz shifter right over here. To put it in drive, you just got to push it towards you and then down. That puts it in drive. Instantly, you start hearing the hum from the electric motors. And then to put it in reverse, just push in and up. And of course, you're going to see all the angles again from the backup camera, which I'm surprised it doesn't have the trajectory and the distance marker. It's probably something that I have to adjust. Let's see over here. And that pretty much enabled there the 360 degree or bird's eye view, as some people like to call it. And I would assume that for the guidelines and all that, you basically have to have like some sort of other settings enabled. But to put the car back in park, just push the toggle in, and then that basically takes it out of that mode. You do have heated and ventilated seats. You just got to tap that there, and you can basically enable them that way. I just turn them off, and it's pretty snappy, pretty quick. I do like the vents, how they kind of, you know, remind me of like the turbines from an airplane or something like that, which I think it's pretty cool. The fact that they have, you know, that type of bold design. And even the volume knob over here, it's pretty cool. The fact that it's kind of like integrated in the screen like that. I like that. And then as you can see, you know, like I mentioned, it is very snappy and quick and responsive, and you can basically shortcut on the top screen there to your Sirius XM or Bluetooth music or everything that you basically want to get to. This car also does come with like a teen mode, so that way, you know, it'll limit certain features and things of for the teenagers. That way they can, you know, you basically have a little better control, let's just say, of the situations in case they happen to have, you know, the vehicle in their hands and they're driving it. And let's not forget to mention that at the very top you do have the digital mirror, which all you have to do is just flip that little guy up, and that basically turns on the digital mirror there. To engages that to start up the OnStar services for you. Wireless phone charger would be located right underneath of there, and you have nothing but USB-Cs. So that kind of shows you how the modern world is moving to just an overall more advanced design. So you have nothing but USB-Cs throughout the interior of this car. And then the steering wheel, you basically can tilt it and telescope it in and out, up and down for maximum adjustability. You do have a little for what do you call it, for regenerative braking, a little paddle there, no other paddle here. And then you have basically for your rain sensing wipers and other things that you need, other shortcuts for your lane keep assist, auto hold feature, which we pretty much know what that's for. And you do have power folding mirrors right over here, which this will be what basically closes them when you lock and unlock the car. And then we're gonna take a quick hop in the back seat just to see how those feel. Now there is a very good amount of space back here. I'm 5'10", and you do get also 2 more USB-Cs along with 3 level heated seats for both the rear passengers. And it's a decent place to be in. I mean, I feel like the seats at the bottom could be a little bit more plush. Definitely the seats, the driver's seat and passenger seat, which by the way, the passenger seat is also a 10-way power adjustment with lumbar support and all those things. Right here you'd find LEDs for the interior as well, which gives it, you know, more premium feel and look through the interior. But yeah, it's definitely a very spacious place to be in. It's currently in my sitting position. I still have a good half a foot left, and I could basically cross my leg back here with no problem. So definitely a good amount of adjustments. Matte pockets here, and I do apologize that it's getting a little dark already. Kind of trying to make this review a little quick for you guys, just so you can get an idea of what the Blazer EV in a quick overview has to offer. So like I mentioned, get with one of us. This vehicle is available as of this filming, and if in case you happen to have any questions, I'll leave a link down below so that way you guys can see more of our inventory if you happen to be more interested in something similar to this, kind of like an EV6 or a Subaru Solterra, which we do have those also as well, along with some Toyotas, BC4X, and so much more. Again, I want to thank you guys for taking this quick ride with me. This is Jeffrey from the channel Car Life TV, and make sure to hit like and subscribe, because more videos like this will be coming down the pipeline for you if you did find value in what you've seen today. Hope I answer a lot of you guys' questions with this review. May you guys take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next video and in the comment section below.